everybody, and welcome to Wendy's Witness. My son, who's 30 years old, played baseball from the time he was just a wee little bitty thing all the way through his senior year in high school. He was a first baseman and a pitcher. So I know a thing or two about baseball. Now there's such a thing called an opener. This is a pitcher who comes in to start the game off strong. They can get those batters at the top of the lineup out. Every pitcher has their strength, so likewise you have a pitcher used as a closer to get the outs and secure the win. Now, having said all that, I told you I knew some stuff about baseball. But keep watching today. Let's look at the way God is the opener in this game we call life. What do you need God to open for you? Now, speaking of my son or children in general, time and time again we see God in the Bible open and close wombs. Well, let's just say wombs are like rooms for something to grow. So this could be any number of things. Whatever that baby is that God's placed in you, He's the only one who can see it growing. We may feel the morning sickness, the indigestion, the uncomfortable weight on our bladder, but we can't see the nutrition our baby's receiving or the new body parts beginning to take shape. We feel the effects on our body, but we can't see what has formed until the labor pains and the birth actually kicks in. Then what seems like all of a sudden, yet it's actually taken many months, we begin to see and hold in our hands the results of those sleepless nights and those agonizing pains and contractions that gave birth to a gift from God. In the same way, God opens eyes and ears. How many times have we not been able to see it? Of course, we've all heard the saying, you can't see the forest for the trees. But this is our tunnel vision versus the big picture in a nutshell. I think of how God has blinded Israel until the time of the Gentiles has come in. Here again, God can change what we see. What about Paul? In Acts 9:18, at once something like scales fell from his eyes and he regained his sight. Ask God to give you vision and to open your eyes. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Matthew 7:7. Thus says the Holy One, the true One, the one who has the key of David, who opens and no one will close, and who closes and no one opens. Revelation 3:7. Fact, God opens doors. Fact, God closes doors. Well, you might say, God closed a door and I've been waiting on Him to open another one. And to that I'd say, I feel you. Take heart and remember how we wait while God is growing something in us. And at just the right time, God will open that door and hold it for us to walk through. You ever had someone open a door for you? Maybe you had your hands full and it really came in handy. Maybe it was an act of kindness by a stranger that rekindled your faith in humanity. Whatever the circumstance, it made you feel special, didn't it? Like someone would take the time out of their busy lives these days to recognize you're there, and that just means a lot. The fact that God knows we're here, that He would take the time to show us by opening a door, that we matter to Him and that we're special enough for Him to lend us a helping hand, makes all the difference in the world. The Bible tells us God has a strong arm. Don't keep Him in the bullpen. Call on Him to come out and face your opponent. Don't you know we're on the winning team? Well, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. I'll see you next week. And remember, we are all witnesses.